And I guess we're just going to see the first Zealot in production for Dare, and the Cybernetics core coming through.
Well, I mean, looking at this opening, I mean, Dare has opted for his first Zealot, Chrono boosting out his warp gate technology, and Mikami is opting to go with 2 gateways, and the gateway Cybernetics core then giving him 2 gateways. I think that Mikami is going to opt for this 3 Stalker opener build, which is a really good counter versus 4 gate, but you've got to be very, very active with those 3 first Stalkers. I actually did practice this build with Mikami, so he has got it pretty much nailed down. He is searching for those proxy pylons that probe may have placed. He will find nothing, however, and we'll head up onto the 3rd expansion to check there as well. We do have a 2nd Stalker and a 3rd Stalker in production, so this is indeed the 3 Stalker build. And there looks like he is going to be going for a standard 4 gate, and this is really going to work out well for Mikami. He will be able to deny the probe, and he does kill it there, and will move back into his base and can kill the probe and the Stalker and the Zealot from there, and will have a better economy. He does have 2 assimilators compared to Dare, who only has 1. And here comes the engagement. That Zealot getting in there. Some nice micro here by Mikami, taking out that Stalker. It's got 12 HP left, 1 more shot, and it will go down. Looks like I won't be able to catch it. Instead, taking some shots off on that Zealot as it tries to catch up, but painfully cannot. And Mikami just retreating straight back to his base. He is ahead, and will be heading down. His Cybernetics core research is nearly done. He is getting a robo and a 3rd gateway, giving him 3 gates and 1 robotics. Chrono boosting out a sentry at the moment. But Dare's pylon has been placed, ready for a warp in, but it looks like it will get taken down, and anything warped in now will not succeed. An Immortal now coming out from Mikami, so this is really, really bad for Dare now.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see the Immortal on. I love when I see an early Immortal or fairly early Immortal come to play. And yeah, Dare just has these, looks like a handful of Stalkers there just at the top of his ramp with the 4 gate, and now putting down Twilight Council. So you can see the difference of directions in play right here. Another Immortal in production.
He's definitely wants those Immortals out. But, you know, Dare really, you know, he has 2 choices. He could opt to go for some sort of late robotics play and an expansion, or either, but he is going for the Twilight Council route and Blink Stalkers, which is probably the best choice now. But, you know, with constantly producing Immortals and Stalkers, the minute he gets 2, I wouldn't be surprised to see a push coming out. He is getting an Observer out in case there is some sort of Dark Templar play coming out, but it looks like he's going for Blink, not any sort of Dark Shrine. So that Observer will definitely help him find out what kind of tech route he has gone. And I bet you anything, when he sees that Blink being chrono boosted out, Mikami's going to make a push. As Stalkers, you know, as Zealot, 2 Sentries and Immortals will rip apart this pure Stalker composition here from Dare. He's, you know, if we look at the, let's find the Harvester count, we have 27 from Dare to 25. So actually Mikami didn't make that many probes. He went straight instead for units. But even so, that he will still have the advantage of having higher tech. And I think this is going to be a pretty one-sided battle if he decides to move out now.
And looks like Dare's bringing these Stalkers right over to Mikami's entrance right here. Oh, he's just going to sit right outside there. Dare looking to put down, it looks probably going to drop a pylon, possibly so he could warp in, as that drone's just sitting there, but no action.
Trapping 2 of their Stalkers, but they do have Blink and will get out of there. Managing to take down 1 there. These 2 Immortals do 50 damage per shot to these Stalkers. So, you know, pretty much 3 or 4 shotting all of these Stalkers. More Stalkers coming in from Mikami. Another Immortal. The Colossi producing or enabling structure, the robotics bay, has been completed, but instead going for another Immortal before he starts getting out, as he does need that Thermal Lance to be safe from Blink Stalkers. They will chew apart the Colossi without the range upgrade. But he does have this Observer above. Dare has got a Sentry in case he wants to force field, but he is going for this Ninja Gold expansion. So he wants to get back in this game and fast, and it's not a bad decision to go for it. It probably will not be scouted.
He's got the proxy pylon there in the other edge of the gold, right in the corner. And like you said, trying to do that ninja move up on the gold there, which would be a good way to gain some resources and try to stay in this. As I do look at the unit composition here, and I'm much more leaning to Mikami's composition versus just primarily an all stalker base, stalker couple lot for Dare.
Yeah, we do see him getting this Dark Shrine now, and you know, I think that's a real big problem there for Dare. I mean, he has seen robotics units on the field. I don't know what's making him think that a Dark Shrine will help him. But I mean, he's even spotted the observer. He is placing 2 cannons below, so we'll give him detection to shoot down that observer. So I don't think Dark Templar is the best choice to go. It's a really bad choice. He is going to try to snipe some stuff with that Colossus, but he can't. I don't see why he doesn't move out now. You know, he does have the Colossus, which can stamp on force fields, so even if Dare does lay down some force fields, he can just walk straight over them and then completely destroy him.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. I would expect a little bit push out of the base there, as opposed to letting Dare accumulate more units, put cannons down, you know, because right now that gold is complete, and he's transferring workers over there. So right now there could be a little bit shift in the economy.
Yeah, definitely. But we do see Dare getting another gateway now, giving him a total of 5 gateways. And I have the feeling Mikami might go for some sort of timing push with this Thermal Lance upgrade. It is about 50% complete at the moment. And he has 2 Colossi on the field, a third now building. So the third Colossi and the Thermal Lances should finish at the same time. And as soon as it does, I mean, look at that army. You've got 13 Stalkers and 4 Zealots. That is barely enough to take down this massive force, and force fields really cannot help him whatsoever. You know, Dare is trying to get a robotics bay down at his main by the looks of it, and getting the +1 upgrades, but he's not going to have robotics units out in time before Mikami is able to overrun it. But time is of the essence, because Dare does have this expansion, and you know,
Mikami is going for an expansion too now. Just started, but you can see all the way to the top left, he is doing I guess sort of like a ninja expansion too, but definitely not on the gold. So
yeah, Thermal Lance is just about to finish up here. Okay, it just has finished.
And like you said, here comes the push.
That one Zealot opting to be a hero, then retreating, doesn't want to get zapped on. Trying to get more Stalkers in to defend this, but Mikami, come on man, you need to push out now. You're getting further and further behind with these expansions up. Trying to push those Colossus back into the base where they can just run up on the cliff and, you know, do it all over again. So really using these Colossus to break these contains. But there's not much he can do at this point. He's trying to get all the upgrades he can, charges being researched, observers, more cannons being walked in. And, you know, this is Mikami's big chance to just demolish this.
And he's just pulling back and forth with those Colossi there, just coming in, snipe a couple cannons, get a unit or two, do some damage, take some shields off of these Stalkers. No actual push by his units. Just trying to bait them in, I think, a little bit closer there, and pick off a couple units at a time.
You see an observer now on the field for Dare, floating over, heading up the ramp now. Does he have an observer? Yes, Mikami does have an observer. It will get sniped down, and Mikami knows that he has a robotics bay now, so Mikami's got to be panicking a bit now. He does have 4 Colossus now on the field, and this army from Dare is just going to melt to this army. You know, we got 3 Immortals, 4 Colossus, and Dare trying to get in Dark Templar now. Is there an observer? Yes, the observer was there. No, it isn't.
The observer isn't. He's pulling them into the main.
Sending them straight into the main. This is not good. An observer is being produced. Will it make it out? Oh, this is close. No, it doesn't make it out. Such bad luck there by Mikami there. It was only a second from completing. Does he have a second observer on the field? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he will be going for some sort of base trade at this point. He is getting a robotics and a forge at his expansion. As you know, if it does come down to base trade, he will need detection, but he is going in again, trying to blink back. But these 4 Colossus just melting every single unit that Dare has at this point. He has no more units out of his robotics, going to snipe out all the pylons, supply cap it. All of those buildings were on one pylon.
One pylon, right?
Very, very bad, you know, move there by Dare. And Dare looks like he's going to blink down and try and get out of there as soon as he can. But, you know, Mikami wants to finish the job.
The DTs did happen to follow those workers all the way back up to Mikami's expansion, where he does have another robotics facility, which he's trying to chrono boost in observer there. I don't think that will end up making it, but down below the base is it's just falling apart. It is disappearing by the second.
Yep, definitely not good for Mikami. We do see his probes moving out. I wouldn't be surprised if he placed the pylon down, tried to get some cannons up, but these Dark Templars are going around the map trying to find out where the expansions are. They will see this probe line, and he's going to run straight past it, go straight and see if there is an expansion up here. Mikami, on the other hand, going to move down a bit. There is a Dark Templar heading towards him, though. Will he make a force field to stop him getting up? It doesn't look like he will notice it. And it's going to start poking at that Colossus, doing 50 damage per hit. That is a lot of damage, taking off all the shield in 3 hits. And Dare hasn't noticed the base now. It looks like he is going to go for some sort of base trade at this point. Dark Templars are chewing at his army and at his base. So I think his best option here is to just try and destroy all of Dare's buildings at this point. But he still doesn't know about the gold expansion.
And that gold expansion held down by an absurd amount of cannons, but it doesn't look like many pylons. It looks like there's 2 pylons there total. So those cannons could just go down pretty quickly.
Yep, those Colossus can snipe them.
And the gold expansion is outed right there, and Colossi coming in, taking out a lot of workers and just eating the cannons and eating that base apart. As you see, though, Dare decided to throw down another expansion up top. All cannons basically go down on that one pylon, and now the structures no cannons are operational.
Yep, he's trying to make oh, Mikami GG's.
GG.
Wow.
Wow. Mikami GG's. Dare takes the win because Dare had DTs. Anyway, well, let's go ahead and we got a Protoss victory for you.
We are the voice of ire. Our light shall burn a pathway through the stars.
Wow is right. What an interesting turn of events that game was.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm a little bit stunned there for a second because the way just the unit composition definitely did not favor Dare at the beginning, but I guess with a couple DTs just slowly taking shots, that's really all it would do. He couldn't get an observer back out on the field to try to get that other one out, and the DTs followed the worker line all the way up to his expo, and that was it.
Alright, so we await the next game. Let me go ahead and put on some music here. Maybe we'll take a trip to the trailer park.
I just got a message from Mikami saying I'm quitting this game.
Oh no.
Well, somebody just said in chat that was a twist, and yes, it was.
See, if that observer would have come out, that would have been really... It just would have been GG from that point on, and it was just so lucky that he managed to do it. So lucky.
Alright. Take a look at these brackets.
No.
Yes, Torre, yes.
So we do see our own ImbaTV Zomags reaching round 4. Currently facing off against Crytek by the looks of it. So good luck to him in that one.
Definitely.
We do see Slivko also there. Slow Show. Who else do we see? Lowly. Cyclone as well. I'd like to get into the Cyclone game. He played really well yesterday.
While we secure our next game, we're going to go ahead and take a trip to the trailer park, guys. Enjoy.